Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I have a garden update. So my landlord mowed the grass today, and I was going around doing some weed whacking. However, my battery died out, so gonna call it a day with that, and tomorrow morning get up and finish a little bit I've left to do. So I wanted to show you what's going on with the garden. Quite a bit going on since my first garden video, actually. So this little spot right here, Ronnie threw some cow beans and something else in, and they're growing. That's my pumpkins. This little patch here, I'm gonna put some peppers in, less of my pepper seeds. So we got, as you could see, growth. Stuff is growing. Look at my beans, like, oh my God, look at my beans. Tomatoes, that back one right there was a little bit wilted today, so I gave it some extra water. But yeah, everything is like growing really well. And you'll see, what's this empty plot here? Well, that is where my radish was. That right there, that's my loofah. And then that, of course, is my okra. And I have some okra growing in the pot. What you're looking at here, guys, is my first radish harvest. Check this out. Like, oh my God. There are some normal size radishes like that. That's pretty good. And then we have some big ones. Like, those are pretty big size radishes. There's a huge one right there. That's a pretty good size one too. I mean, I was really surprised. So I tilled that. And before I go to bed, I'm going to put some fertilizer in there and water it. And I'm going to let that go for like 2-3 days. Maybe I'll fertilize it twice, actually, before I plant more radish. But yeah, now I have a real huge one inside I have to show you. But I was like so surprised and really impressed with like how good these radishes grew. I'm just like stunned, amazed, almost speechless. That's incredible. I don't think I even had radishes that big back in PA. Yeah, I don't think I had any that big. So I am thinking that this stuff right here helped with those radishes. This is Miracle Grow plant food, vegetables, and herbs. I bought that in Tractor Supply. And you see those pink crystals? Well, I'm going to water everything for the night. Like I said, that's the plot there that all the radishes came from. So I'm going to water that good and let it set for maybe a day or two, and maybe even 3 or 4, and then I'll get up early one morning and plant some more radishes. But I'm going to give it a rest for a few days because it worked. It worked really, really hard to produce all that. So yeah, that's going to have to be brought inside and stripped and cleaned up, and then I'll show you everything when it's all cleaned up and stripped from the leaves. So I wanted to show you these really cool solar lights. They're not lit yet, but they will be. These crackle ball ones, I got them in Walmart in the garden department. Really pretty. And goodness gracious, they really light the garden up. They are so pretty. Now them brass looking ones, I got them in Dollar Tree for $1.25. So they're nice for $1.25. And I have 2 over here. Why isn't this one lighting? Oh, bird shit on it. Well, that one should be lighting. I don't know why it's not. I'll have to check that one a little later. But anywho, Ronnie was sweet enough to cut all the leaves off of my radishes. My back has been bothering me so bad today, so bad. So, I'm going to show you the radishes and Gargantua. Gargantua is the biggest and the very first one he pulled out of the ground, and let me tell you, it's pretty darn big. That's a whole container full of radishes. After I do up a little bit of dishes, I'm gonna soak them good and clean them up. And we're gonna end this video with Gargantua. It was split open when he got it out of the ground. So I'm probably gonna clean it good and then cut it into 2 smaller pieces of radish. But like, look at the size of that. Like, oh my God. These are some good sized radishes, and I hope that's a omen of a good garden this year, because last year with that rain and everything just went kaput. So it'd be super cool to have a great garden this year. Alright guys, that's it for this garden update. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. If you haven't, hit that subscribe button and hit the bell, so you should be notified every time I upload a new video. Well, take care, and I'll see you all soon on my next one. Good night.